Bull for that lovely performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back, folks. Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporters, Allie LaForce. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Domantas Sabonis.
It's not a great trend for him. Not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. Maybe it's his effort. Who knows? But that's something that needs to change.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. They've got LaMelo Ball. Michael Porter out there with Miller. Then it's MP. And it's Ford in at the center position. And for the Kings, we've got Herb Jones. Jalen Duren out there with Jabari Smith. Then there's Anthony, and it's Howard in at the 3 slot. The season winding down here, Grant. Playoff seedings of the utmost importance.
You know, BA, you especially see the bubble teams giving that extra effort now. It's all hands on deck. Very little room for error.
Tip-off goes to the Hornets. Outside Porter. Pass to MP. Ball outside. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go.
This guy is always ready to shoot the 3. LaMelo's so confident from distance.
Anthony, the pass to Duren. Smith with it. He's guarded by Porter. Right side Jones. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. This game coming on the heels of their win versus the Knicks.
And the main takeaway was their accuracy from beyond the arc. An impressive performance indeed.
And that explains their three-point percentage. They had more than a few players giving the defense absolute fits from range.
Now here's Ball. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Yes, it's good.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
Here's Howard. He picked up 36 points in their last win against the Clippers.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance. Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Now let's go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Brown.
I talked to the coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds.
Appreciate the report, Allie.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Porter with a screen on Anthony. Pass to Porter. Now here's Miller. Duren with the rebound.
And it didn't fall, but still a great look.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here. Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Ball passes to Porter. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Miller. Who drains the 19-footer.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Pass to Duren. The baseline J is on the way. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. This is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And they were able to come away with wins in both games last season. Impressive to say the least.
And these two teams could easily end up meeting to decide the NBA championship. Tonight could be a preview of something more on the line down the road.
Now here's Smith. His last outing, we saw him score 13.
And talk about a guy who has all the tools and a great work ethic too. Jabari Smith. Wow.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And he makes the first. the line that time. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Pass to Ford. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. Charlotte shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And he can't get the first one. And he ends up missing both free throws. Here's Howard. It's deflected.
And Porter Jr.'s teammates and coaches love when he hustles. When he does, he makes an impact on D.
Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Three, Anthony. And another miss by Sacramento. Charlotte leading by 4. Ball finds Porter. Launches it. During the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
Pass to Smith from deep. He buries it from 3. Smith's got 5.
Oh, you talk about guys close to 7 feet, and Smith is one of the best from deep.
And here's MP. Stolen by Jones. Going all the way to the rack. And Anthony slams it in.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Anthony, the pass to Smith. Pass to Howard. Just 5 to shoot. With the putback. Duran with the bucket.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Porter with it. Back to MP. Here's Ford, covered by Duran. They set the pick. Here's Miller. Duran with the rebound. Duran's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the paint. Stolen by Miller. Ball outside. MP outside. Pass to Miller. The 3 ball. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got his 4th assist with that last one. Smith outside. On the wing, Jones. Here's Howard. Lets it go from deep. And MP with a rebound.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
Smith outside. MP against Jones. Anthony right side. Fires for 3. And it's MP with a rebound. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Leading by 5. Pass to Miller. Porter from outside. And Charlotte another 3.
I just love the ball movement.
Sacramento has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Anthony, the pass to Smith. They need this. Hornets with the rebound. Well, Doris, one thing about LaMelo Ball, not many true point guards walking around at 6'7".
BA, the length of a forward and yet one of the most prolific playmakers in the league today. That gives a coach a lot of versatility and options with one individual player.
Wow, I mean, Smith Jr. displays some power when he zones it on the rim.
Miller outside. Shot is up. And again, it's Charlotte converting. Duran. Outside Jones. Late clock here. The Kings need to get one up. Duran with the bucket.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And here's Charlotte now. 6-point game. Outside Porter. Now MP. Miller outside. No good with the triple.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Jones with the ball. Now Porter defending. Goes back up. And it's laid in by Jones. Jones has got his second bucket on the night.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Outside Porter. Pass to MP. Miller outside. Good. And the assist goes to MP. MP's got 6 assists in the game.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And it's Mike Brown calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Comes in for Howard. Tyson, he's checked in for Jones. And Hall subbed in for Anthony. Here's Smith. 7 points in the game. Pass to Baldwin. Here's Tyson. Here's Hall. Connects from downtown.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He scored 28 points and moved the ball well, feeding the hot hands. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he could repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. Let's see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Now here's MP. Last game he had 28 points. Sinks the tray.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Ball passes to Smith. There's a minute 40 left to play in the first quarter. Count that one.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Jalen Duran, he's checked in for Goodwin. Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Here's Daniels, averaging around 6 a game. MP outside. This one for 3. And Charlotte another 3.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
He's averaging almost 5 points a game. Pass to Tyson from outside the arc. Offensive board. Durham. And that one is hammered home.
Yeah, he's forget about attempting the long-range three to cut into that lead. Just attack the rim, my man.
Man, that was sweet. On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Good looks by our terrific camera crew. Outside Porter. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Porter's got 10 points in the game.
The guard-like skills and a forward's body. Porter Jr. with the quick release.
35 seconds left to play in the first. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Daniels passes to Wilkins. Back to Daniels. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP. Now here's Duran. 17 points for him. Last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Sacramento shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
Shooting for Sacramento. Duran. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second. Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Charlotte on. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work with the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. They've got Miller. MP is out there with Dyson Daniels. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Ford in at the 5. So a foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
Here's Hall. Pass to Baldwin.
Hornets foul. Daniels. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Tyson. The 3 is up. Down it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
You love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Daniels passes to MP. Goes up on the wing. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. Daniels has got 5. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Tyson. Porter pulls it in.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades, Graham. Is the league too offensive at the moment, you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, the players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure they aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend. And now we have competition on both sides of the ball. That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Here's Hall. Duran to the post. Pass to Hall. Clock at 6. The shot. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Ford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The 11-footer. And he gets that one. He's He's got 17.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Pass to Daniels. MP with it. Now here's Miller. Takes a three. A shot. No good.
He started the game scorching minutes from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
Here's Baldwin. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Charlotte. MP's got 4 rebounds in the game. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Pulls up at the elbow. Second chance effort. Pass to Durham. Launches a three. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And here's Miller. Now MP. Back to Daniels. From the arc. Good. And the assist goes to MP.
3 points.
MP's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. To the middle. Curran with the bucket. Curran's got 7 points for the quarter.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
There's Daniels. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
I like this trend. He's hit 2 triples this period, has 3 for the game.
Here's Hall. Turn up top. Here's Tyson. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. MP with a step. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Snapping off Durham.
Yeah, that's just a strong move to the basket. And he draws the contact, exactly what you're looking for.
First free throw is good. Howard's checked in for the Kings. Anthony comes in for Hall. And both free throws good for MP.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Pass to Tyson. Back to Anthony. Backs up a 3. Here's Durham. Now here's Howard. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Sacramento shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. The free throw drop. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Charlotte on top, leading by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Welcome to halftime. First order of business, catching up on the injuries around the league.
The Bucks are clearly hurt. How do you replace Giannis? A big man with guard skills. Who stuffs a stat sheet like no other, Ernie? Nobody does it like him.
Difficult for sure, Jet. Not an easy adjustment to make. He just means so much to this team. And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Kings.
Their trouble is defending the arc. It's got to be a team effort. Just one breakdown, that's all it takes to give up 1-3.
I love playing these types of defenses. I'm ready to lace them up right now and knock some threes down myself, Ernie.
Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in the game. That's been a fairly even one. Jalen Duren with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And just halfway through this contest, he's already registered a double-double.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Smith out there with Jalen Duren. Then it's Herb Jones. Then there's Anthony. And it's Howard in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Now here's Ball. Pulls it. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Ball's got 11 points.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
We want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Free Anthony. Porter pulls it in. Porter's got 4 rebounds now. Pass the ball. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. 14 feet away. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Kings trail by 7. Smith with it. Guarded down by Ball. Ball with the rebound.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
MP, that was good.
And this is how locked in MP is. Not letting the bump affect him in the slightest.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 5. Oh, got a piece of it. Jones from outside. Counted from distance. 9 points in the game.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Porter finds Ball. On the wing, MP. Defended by Jones. Miller. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Miller's got 20.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
Duren with the bucket.
The assist.
And here's Charlotte now. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. And that's the first of just 2 home games for them. Howard against Miller. They set a pick. Let's go with a 3. Oh, he pipes it. 9 for 14 and showing no let-up.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Porter. No good there. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. Kings trail by 10. There's Howard with the 3. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Ford's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Here's Porter. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
Anthony, the pass to Smith. Back to Anthony. Shoots over Ball. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Back to MP from downtown. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball. Ball's got assist number 7 tonight.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Now, here's Howard. An aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. And a foul called on MP. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Pass to Howard. Duren with a screen on Miller. There's Howard with the 3. Drains the triple. Howard's got 5 now.
And that's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's MP. He's got 12. And the 3-pointer goes. Miller's got 9 points now in the second half.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in a three-point battle.
Jones misses. Charlotte leading by 15. Ball finds Miller. MP outside. Back to Miller. Shot clock at 6. MP outside. From behind the arc. Rebound by Sacramento. Howard pass to Smith. Shot from 12. Hornets with the rebound. MP's got his 5th rebound in this one. Well, he overdid it there. Too much force on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant one.
Ooh, hard foul. Can't let him get away with that level of contact.
That's a simple call for the officials to make. Everyone knows the league is cracking down on that kind of intimidation tactic.
Such a talented player. MP can take over a game, but he also knows how important it is to keep his teammates engaged.
And both free throws good for MP. And Sacramento making a change here. Tyson's checked in. And the Hornets making a change here as well. Garrett's checked in. MP inside. He's against Howard. MP no good.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out front.
Tyson with the bucket.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Back to MP. Pass to Porter. Here's Ford. Garrett passes to MP. Outside Porter. Offline with a 3.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Howard. Over MP. The shot by Howard, no good. Porter against Smith. Pass to Ford. Back to MP. Porter with it. Puts up a 3. Duran with the rebound. Duran's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Right now, trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Smith fights Duran. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Hornets?
What a performance from beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
He hits the second from the line. And so MP will bring it up for Charlotte. 17 points was their biggest margin. He gets it in there. MP's got 9 points now in the second half.
Yeah, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing, he was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
A new day. The Spurs victory what Vinyana said a few years back. It was more of a burn team, but now it's come back to a big men's game. We've got guys all around the league who do a lot of stuff despite being very tall. It's the way the game changes. You just have to adapt. Brian, the gauntlet has been thrown.
Yeah, I like it. Good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Here's Tyson. He's got 7. Smith outside. Shoots. The offensive rebound. Here's Duran. The rebound by Ford. Ford's Hornets leading by 16. The drive by MP. Soft touch off the glass. MP's got 13 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Back to Anthony. Duran to the post. And he's got 28 now. Another shot. Wilkins with a rebound. Charlotte has gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Wilkins has got his first points of the night.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive. After hitting nothing from downtown in the first half, that's his second make sense.
MP finds Miller. Back to MP. Miller outside. Here's the 3. Kings. Duran's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Pass to Anthony. Here's Tyson. And it's all from three-point range. Hornets leading by 17. MP drives in. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Here's Anthony. Drops in the layup for 2. Anthony's got 7 points in the game.
This guy is so creative with such an excellent handle. Nice drive by Cole Anthony.
And the basket by MP.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense now.
And it's the Kings with the ball. After the basket by Charlotte. Here's Smith. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. He's got 17.
The shot is repeatable. Smith Jr. has made that stroke so consistent.
From deep, MP nails it from beyond the arc. And the Hornets lead by 20.
You know, he's doing whatever he wants on offense in this one.
Pass to Duran. 1:52 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Here's MP. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And Sacramento with some changes. Goodwin's checked in for Duran. Baldwin comes in for Howard. And Hall subbed in for Anthony. Mitchell's checked in for Charlotte. Daniels comes in for Garrett. Now here's Smith. He's got 17. Here's Tyson. Here's Baldwin. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
There's real synergy in play right now on the offensive end. The pass was right where it needed to be.
Pass to Daniels. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Now here's Smith, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Here's Hall, 6 on the shot clock. Back to Smith, shoots. The rebound by MP. MP's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that put so much pressure on the guys around him. Whoa, sizzling from the field this half, and that's after a shaky start.
Here's Hall, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's MP. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Madden off target with the 3. Hall passes to Smith. Here's Tyson. Looking to end this cold spell. And he lays it in. Tyson's got 9. And 3 quarters of play in the books. This one's all but over already. Hornets out. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team.
Substitution here for Sacramento. Smith, he's checked in for Goodwin. Howard comes in for Baldwin. Jones, he's checked in for Tyson. And Cole Anthony subbed in for Hall. Pass to Duran. Anthony outside. And here's Jones, covered by MP. Now Howard. Sacramento again missing.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
On the court for the Hornets. Michael Porter out there with Brandon Miller. Then it's Ball. Then it's MP. And it's Ford in at the 5. Down low. Knocks down the long J.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Here's Smith. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Ford's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. MP no good. Kings trail by 20. Smith outside. There's a screen by Anthony. Fires from deep. Smith no good.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Here's Ball. The ball outplayed. Kings will have it. The Kings shooting the ball at only 35% here in the fourth quarter. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Pass to Smith. With the drive. Great D that time from Porter.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And several years ago, the NBA introduced the Supermax. How do you think it's worked out, Doris?
Yeah, I think every decision, Brian, that the league makes is trying to make sure that everybody has an equal opportunity for a championship. This particular implementation has made it easier for small market teams to retain their stars. And think about it. Even if someone signs it and then gets traded, at least those teams get an opportunity to get big draft capital. That's huge.
Here's Anthony. It's good from the top of the key.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
MP, the pass to Miller. Now Ball. The 3. Won't go. And that makes him 5 for 8.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Jones misses. Charlotte leading by 21. Inside. And Ball with the basket on the assist by MP.
Well, the great length and the great size in the backcourt, LaMelo Ball continues to improve as an interior scorer.
Out left to the wing. And here's Duran. Tipped away. Here's MP. Driving to the basket. And he banks in the layup. MP's got 36 points.
That was a fearless drive by MP. When you take off like that, you have to commit to it. And he did.
Duran with it. Pass to Smith. Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Sacramento grabs the miss. Smith's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Hornets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, BA, it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And make no mistake, this has been a legendary year for them as they continue to rack up win after win. The confidence, enthusiasm, and carefree attitude they've played with has now helped earn them their 72nd win this year. Just remarkable.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
We saw him get a lot of touches tonight, and he wasted very few of them. Really made himself the backup.
And we win by 23.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked